My name is Eric Barfell, and Rapha Rising ruined me. Tell my wife Bethany, my dog Kershaw, I love them very much. And everything I ever did was for them. It's because I loved them. I don't know if I'm going to make it out alive on this one. Remember me as I was. Eric Barfell, signing off. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is it. This is the third and final stage of Rapha Rising, the hardest one. This is La Reine. Do I want to do this? Yes, because I want to do all three stages. Do I want to do this aside from that? Absolutely not. My legs are toast from the last 2 days of climbing. I would love to say I'm coming at this one with a vengeance and I'm going to smash. I don't think that's going to be the case, man. So I know after this, my legs are just going to be decimated entirely. I should also mention, you're probably wondering, I have contacts in today because I've been sweating my face off on all these dumb things, and they fog up and everything, so we went with the contacts. I know you're thinking, wow, he looks way different. Yeah, well, this is my face, man. All right, let's go. Let's go.
We are looking at 14.2 miles, just over 3,900 feet of elevation gain, some slight rollers in the beginning. There is a sprint segment. That doesn't mean anything because it's going to be a huge mountain.
So in the last year, I paid a lot more attention to like bikes. What was that? And how, according to Zwift Insider, the bikes and everything make a difference per route and stuff. Some are aero, lightweight, etc., etc. Last year, I did this stage and Climber's Gambit on a Trek Madone. Not an ideal climbing bike. Maybe on Climber's Gambit it wasn't that bad, but I probably had Zip 808s too. So, I don't know how my fitness is compared to last year at this time. Probably pretty comparable. Oh, he's going for it. Ah, yes, 1,000 watts. Thank you. Did I ever tell you about the time I accidentally hit 1,000 watts? Because that was it. Here we go.
Alrighty, here we go. 5.2 miles in, and we now begin the climb, starting with the Petit KOM, which, for real this time, actually does mean nothing to me because I'm shooting long here with the full mountain. Yeah, sure, I did below my load with a 1,000-watt dig. Somehow I got that, I don't know. Took a jersey even though the guy beat me. That was pretty cool. Never had that happen before, so going into this, very similar strategy going into the Alp, shooting for about 250 watts again, hoping to sustain that. This is very different from the Alp. It's longer. I think it's steeper, to be honest. And the Alp has that nice like turn calculator recorder thing. Shows you average heart rate, power, and time per each switchback. Well, on this, there are almost no switchbacks. I mean, there's a couple, but overall, it's not that kind of mountain. It's just these super long, sustained like 10% gradient, and it's so hard. So I start out with the group, with the front group even, and as you can see, I'm putting out a lot of power overall. The graph on the bottom is pretty orangish red. Look, I caught back up with the front group, and then I lose them again, and I just want to remind you, I am relatively new to Category B. Or should I say, I've been racing Category B for the last couple of months now, but I'm like bottom of the barrel Category B. So I'm not a front group kind of guy. If I like put my head, like wrap my mind around that, I might be able to do some steady efforts. But like, again, look at the power down at the bottom. It's a lot of orangish red, and that's not sustainable for me. I mean, even the heart rate's at 170 plus right now. Dude, this mountain was killer. I wanted to do it during the Tour de Zwift, last month or in January, whenever it was, but I was sick. I was sick a lot in January, so I didn't do it, which is kind of a joke because I literally bought the Cannondale Evo for that occasion and ended up not using it. But I did bounce back. I did the shorter route. So anyways, this is my first or second go on the Cannondale Evo. I think it does make a difference, actually. Because last year, like I said, I rode a Trek Mandone with Zip 808s. Not a climbing bike at all. At all. Might be a fast bike. Use my dream bike. It kind of still is. That's for sure why I rode it. So, time to beat. Let's talk about this. Last year, I did this same mountain in an hour and 22 minutes. And by the same mountain, I mean the same route. The whole Reine, including the long lead-in and everything, all those miles on the flats. Hour and 22 minutes. Hoping to beat that. I don't really know what all it's going to take to beat that. I have no recollection of that. Again, I don't do any of these mountains. I don't do any of these hard routes unless it's an event with a big group. This being the one exception because the group is not big at all. And of course, here we are, very much dropped. I got like one other guy, another guy a couple of seconds behind us. And that's the thing with the thing so steep. I mean, look, 12% right here is they can be right in front of you by just a few meters, and it's like 1 or 2 seconds. Where I feel like on the flats, they got to be a fair amount in front of you to be a couple seconds. Here they're like super close, but it says 1 second. So yeah, it's because we're going so stinking slow. So I'm with these two guys, and we're just kind of playing leapfrog with one another. And I am trying to stay with them. Trying to, like, my power has evened out quite a bit. As you can see, it's a lot more yellow with a couple orange portions there. There's a little harder digs, whatever. And again, still working on some cadence kind of stuff. Trying to keep a higher cadence, which kind of seems to work at some points. Other points doing a lower cadence, like right here. It's just like, I'm forward, I'm back, I'm forward. Like, it just, nothing's very steady.
Whoa! Just lost the pedal. There it goes. Just lost momentum.
I have absolutely no idea how my cleat, not my pedal, my cleat slipped out of my pedal. Yeah, so kind of lost a little steam there. Got up and caught those guys miraculously. I don't know where that one came from, but yeah, there's a couple instances like that. Just playing leapfrog. So now I take my turn on the front, and I'm just trying to keep pretty high cadence, 84 plus. And look at this. Look at the power down the bottom. Pretty steady in the yellow. I like that. I can live with that. That's about 3.4-ish watts per kilo. And again, I'm working to keep it steady. Mainly, I'm working to stay up with these other two guys. So I do switch it up. I'll click down a couple and stand up, and then I'll bring the cadence back up again. Again, I'm doing everything I can to stay up with these two other gentlemen on this ride. And I'm also trying to honestly just keep pedaling, because my legs are just gone at this point. I'm digging really deep. I'm 2 gels in, and with 2 miles, we still have another 800-900 feet of climbing in 2 miles. So like, this is insane to me. It just, this stupid thing will not end, and you ease up a little bit, and like I said, it's they're only a couple meters in front of you, but that's like 1 or 2 seconds. So there they are. They were 4 seconds ahead of me. I step on it, catch back on with them. I'm not really even sure how I'm doing that. I think there was less a gradient there. So again, it's like, okay, 1.5 miles, still a lot of climbing left, but like, let's plan this out. It's gonna come down to a field sprint. Psych, it's not, because we're on a mountain and ain't nobody gonna be sprinting on this mountain when it's, look at this. It's like that dark red, angry looking 9, 10, 11, 12% grade. Like, it is just absolutely brutal. So with that, let's skip ahead. At this point, the two guys I was working with and playing leapfrog with, we've spaced out pretty good. We dropped the one guy 24 seconds behind, and the guy, you can see him, he's not that far ahead on the screen, but at the same time, that's 6 seconds. 6 seconds over a 9% grade is a lot. So I'm doing some digs, trying to close down the gap. I got it down to 3 seconds here, but I'm gassed. I have nothing left. I'm doing everything I can. I'm trying to keep spinning. I'm just trying to keep, honestly, just trying to keep the pedals turning over. And
I'm out, dude.
I think that's it, man.
Stair stepper.
I think I've kind of just did myself in and do a couple efforts. I clicked down a few gears. I try to simulate a stair stepper, like what you'd see at the gym. So I go down to about 64 RPMs, maybe 70, and I'm crushing like 400 watts. Like, yeah, that's awesome. But after an hour and 10 minutes and 3,700 feet of climbing, how many stairs are you going to step over? My legs are decimated. My legs are just so gone. Day 3 of this nonsense, and it's been so stinking hard. Not exactly terribly rewarding. It's just been brutal. It's been absolute warfare on the quads. And to be completely honest, dude, just everything hurts. Like, my back is hurting. Can't walk down the stairs in the morning. So here I am, hours after this ride, and I just feel so weak, like no power in the legs, and that was definitely the feeling in this. So roll across the line. Everything's got a gap on the guy behind
actually.
me. He started to close it. I didn't let him. So let's take a look at this.
What is that, like 9 minutes? Holy moly. 257 for an hour. Oh my goodness. I feel it too. 158 heart rate. That's cool. Pretty low. An hour and 13 minutes. 3.4 watts per kilo. 257 watts for an hour. Hang a Yui, baby. Send it straight back down.
So here's what's so cool about that. I took a full 9 minutes off my previous time from last year. Again, I thought my fitness would be fairly comparable, but 9 minutes, that's a lot of minutes.
My knees are ready to leave my leg. Again, you guys, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Thank you so much for the continued support throughout Rapha Rising, throughout some of the most difficult, definitely steepest stages I've done in Zwift, but also through just your encouragement as far as getting better, getting stronger, getting faster, growing a YouTube channel. Man, it has been so fun. Rapha Rising is just a speck in all that we are going to accomplish in cycling and in YouTube. And you guys are all a big part of it. So we move the needle. Guys, thank you so very much. I'm going to take a couple days off. No doubt. But stage 4, Scotland. Stage 4 is coming up. Hoping to get some rest and blast stage 4. Blow the doors off again, so. Woo! Alright, I got a pizza waiting for me.
Before you go, I did get a new FTP of 267.